right, so today, guys, we're going to talk about sleep hygiene as the Monday motivation. Yes. So everyone I know has problems sleeping. They have sleeping in different ways. They have either sleep apnea, they've got a blockage here, they got restless leg syndrome, which is due to mineral deficiency. People don't breathe properly, they don't have the right bedding, pillow, you name it. People don't sleep well. Now, typically, people sleep from, let's say, the second half, which is really the brain trying to take its rest. The first half, people are not deep enough into sleep. You're supposed to hit 5 levels of sleep and people hit the third. And they're like, oh yeah, I pass out in 3 minutes and, I'm asleep. And I'm like, no, you're not asleep because you're waking up past the sunrise, which is the circadian rhythm. So what you guys want to do is consider the hygiene. This is the preparation before you actually go to bed. That means get rid of the TV. Take your iPad and your phone, throw it against the wall. No, do not bring it into bed, because if you're looking at an object like this, right? Looking at an object like this, that is telling a signal to the brain that I have to focus and be awake. That's going to give you a secondary release of cortisol. Now, you'll fall asleep to that because you're like, oh my God, I've got bills and like my job, my workmates. And then you watch the phone or the laptop or read in bed, or even worse, the iPad in bed. But that might put you to sleep, but you'll wake up because that cortisol is going to rebound. So what you want to do is take that stuff out of your room. See how the light's really low here? That's what we want. We want low lighting, and we want less blue light exposure. Now, on the other side of me is a lot of light. So if this was at nighttime, my sleep would get jacked for sure. I've tested this a million times. So what you want to do is do preparations. Diaphragmatic breathe. Fill the belly with air. Out through the nose. And then you blow out of the mouth. When you do these breaths, these diaphragmatic breaths, 4 times every, let's say, 10 minutes, in that hour before bed, this is going to relax your central nervous system. A lot of you guys are tight. You've got your muscles held up here really, really, really tight. And what you want to do is relax your central nervous system, get into a parasympathetic of rest and relaxation. Things that can help you do that is to take magnesium. Now, magnesium glycinate is a more absorbable type of magnesium that will relax all your muscles in your central nervous system. Yes. And you also might want to consider something like a chamomile tea with loose leaves if you don't have a histamine intolerance to the chamomile. Another thing that you can do is don't guzzle your water right before bed. Now, typically you're not waking up to water, but if you drink a lot of water, you might. Typically people who wake up in the middle of the night either have a blood sugar drop, hypoglycemia, or their organs are releasing bile, like let's say the liver or the gallbladder, right? The gallbladder is releasing bile. You guys have sludgy bile or sludgy liver and a sludgy gallbladder. This can wake you up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So you have to address those organs, right? So you're not waking up. You don't guzzle water. You drink it just sips throughout the day. And then you learn how to relax that central nervous system. A lot of people, I think, should meditate. That means turn off everything. It's not like you have to focus on one thing, but you have to clear your mind and think of something like a holiday in like Bali or something like that, where you're chilling. That's what you guys want to do. Another thing is for people who've got hypoglycemia is to potentially eat something like a fatty meat at least an hour before bed. This is not to feed you. This is to stabilize your blood sugar so you don't experience hypoglycemia in the middle of the night. So with that said, guys, what else is there with sleep hygiene? It's don't take showers right before bed. It's don't cook right before bed. It's don't put your children to sleep right before your bedtime. Besides, children need to be asleep between 7:30 and 8 if they're young enough. So with that said, don't take your kids out to soccer practice at night or ballet or whatever you parents are doing. Take that time. Don't work out at the gym at night because your body's trying to hibernate. It's not trying to wake up, because if you do wake up activity, you're going to wake up your body. And that's going to put your blood sugar all over the place. And make sure that you don't eat twice a day. You have to eat a high-fat diet on a ketogenic protocol to be able to keto adapt. Now, with that said, I'm going to go more into a series of all these topics that I mentioned in this one video about sleep hygiene. All right, guys, that's it. Deuces. Do not forget to go to stephanieperson.com because you know I do consultations. I've been doing this game for a long time. I do low carb, high fat. I do keto and keto carnivore, which is a high fat diet, and no spices. That's carnivore. But with that said, you can also go to my Facebook fan page for just to get free content, or my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, or you can go to stephanieperson.com for my keto course, which is a monthly membership, and I cover everything: low carb, high fat, keto, and keto carnivore. Now I gotta go. Deuces, guys. Bye.